there. This was right before COVID, as I'm thinking about it. I go into the bar, and there's a gentleman who's, I'm going to say, probably north of 80. And the bartender is making his drink. And as I'm watching him, he's got this mug that is the size of like a Stein. It's a little shorter, but it's basically a big Stein mug. He's throwing all kinds of fruit in. Out comes the Pimm's. Out comes the sparkling lemonade. This thing looks delicious. And I think I was there in August. Yeah, I was there in August. And so it's summer. And the bartender asked if I'd like anything. And I said, well, I don't know what that is, but I think that I'd like to have that. And the gentleman next to me says, it's good for the soul. And so that was my first experience with Pimm's and lemonade. Just a delicious, delicious drink. And I sat out on the patio and watched some of the golfers come in. But that is what I will always remember from Sunningdale. Good for the soul. But, hard to go wrong with pretty much anything at Sunningdale.
I love that. That's great. So now we're going to have our bonuses. So we could throw in one from anywhere across the pond. And mine is the Bill Chalk's Pub in the village of Adair. So as I mentioned a few other podcasts, I worked at Adair Manor for my last training before I became a PGA professional. And this was also during when the Ryder Cup was currently getting announced for, then it was 2026. Now with COVID, they moved it to 27. But Bill Chalk's used to be kind of the employee watering hole of Adair, and that's where we went. So if you are staying at Adair and you go into the village and you go into there, you may run into one of the employees that may look familiar in there. But it's a great spot, great patio area. They've got snooker going, and it's a great spot. Approximately a 22-minute walk from Adair Manor to Bill Chalk's. Don't ask why I know that, but I do. Like I said, I've spent a lot of time there. Just a quintessential Irish pub as well, and great owners that own Bill Chalk's, Bill Chalk himself. So it's pretty cool.
22 minutes. I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, why did he need to know that it was 22 minutes? Was this a pre or post work visit? But this was a hard episode in terms of narrowing down these picks. There are so many outstanding 19th holes and bar and golf bars overseas. The 19th in La Hinch comes to mind. If you watch Tour Sauce with No Laying Up, they paid a visit. Neil put on quite a show, as I remember. There's some great ones in Killarney. Back in St. Andrews, the St. Andrews Brewing Company is another favorite of mine. You have no shortage of choice. But if you are going overseas to play golf and you're going to the home of golf, I don't think there's another place that combines the heritage of both the game of golf and the heritage of 19th holes more than the Red Lion in Prestwick. The Red Lion goes back a couple hundred years. Back in 1850 or something, that's where the members of Prestwick got together to form their club. But more importantly, in 1860, it's where the competitors in the first Open Championship gathered before and most likely after their round. And it's still there. I think we almost lost it at some point, but it's right around the corner from Prestwick. Lots of memorabilia on the walls. Another great halloumi burger. I don't know why I keep running into these, but I'm not going to complain about it. But when it comes to the heritage of the golf, it's hard to beat sitting around the corner from where they played the first Open and enjoying a pint where they did the same after. So this has been a whole lot of fun. Connor, I'm curious. We